Welcome back, everyone. We've received a lot of reaction to a story that we ran a few days ago.
Well, it involved a friend of ours and a fight he's involved in now, and that is his fight against lung cancer. The Clemson Rally Cats dance team performed a routine at a recent basketball game at Clemson as a tribute to one of their former members. It was part of the process in establishing a scholarship in honor of Keisha Rutledge Draft. That brings us to our story about love, loss, and a legacy.
Even if you've already seen the wedding video on social media, it still seems like a movie that should not end this way. Chris and Keisha Draft should have lived happily ever after. The woman who was so fit the former Falcon had a hard time keeping pace when they worked out together should not be in a wheelchair. What's even harder to handle is learning how these two incredibly strong people couldn't beat the killer that takes more of us than any other disease of its kind.
My wife found out after just having shortness of breath, last in December 2010, just a little shortness of breath, that she had stage 4 lung cancer. Keisha's a non-smoker in shape, strong. She's got lung cancer.
But a 6th-round draft choice who played linebacker for 13 seasons in the NFL and an electrical engineer who also had a career in pharmaceutical sales don't just quit. They seek facts from knowledgeable sources.
People who have a never smoking history, it seems to be somewhat of a biologically distinct disease. They're often younger women.
Probably is more of,
and they fight.
Keisha said, I want to be an inspiration, and that's what she talked about, you know, the last few months. She had all the tools that it was going to take to give us a chance. But at the end of the day, when you only have that much, you're looking for a chance, and that chance just gives you a chance.
Keisha's doctor, Scott Kono, is an assistant professor of medical oncology at Emory University's Winship Cancer Institute. It's one of only 6 centers in America designated as a research and care center. They're painfully aware here that lung cancer kills more Americans than breast, prostate, colon, liver, kidney, and melanoma cancers combined.
And in the United States, about 200,000 new cases are diagnosed per year. So this is an astronomical number. There are about 160,000 people who die of this disease in the United States every year.
And about 15% of those diagnosed, or around 25 to 30,000 people, are like Keisha, seemingly healthy, non-smokers. Chris and Keisha made this video right after her first chemo treatment.
The reason why Keisha was able to fight, educated, strong, in shape, nutrition, great with character, great with faith. That's what allowed her to fight when this ultimate battle really descended upon her.
A battle that made the NFL pale in comparison.
And, you know, we're hitting our heads and all these things, but to watch my wife go through this last year and for her to exceed any pain that I mean, what I dealt with in football is nothing.
By November 27th, when they exchanged vows, the battle was nearing an end. Many of the wedding guests had no idea. Only a small circle knew all the cold, hard facts.
Can't have people come in and they're just crying and they look at you like you're already gone. We can't have that.
The last time I saw her in the hospital, she still made us all smile, and that's the type of person that she was.
Which is what Chris Draft wanted everyone to be able to see.
I'm not going to get a chance to enjoy it with her. So if it can, other people can see it, and it has the chance for her to inspire folks, that's what she wanted to do. And when you see her smiling, you don't see her as this person that just passed away from cancer. You see her living.
Keisha was buried in her native South Carolina December 31st, a little more than a year after her diagnosis. The legacy of the lady who smiled and danced until the very end lives on with the linebacker tackling lung cancer head on.
Is there just not enough that just says, no, we ain't gonna accept this?
I think the thing that strikes people, and friends have said this to me who've seen the story, what do you mean otherwise healthy young women who didn't smoke are subject to lung cancer? How can that be? Well, no one knows how that can be. That's the big problem, why funds are needed for research, and more research hopefully helps find out why that is the case.
Now, of course, Chris Draft, a friend of ours, wants you to invite people to join in this fight. Go to teamdraft.org and find out how you can join in with Chris in the battle.